Guys, Marvel Zombies, this is the non-spoiler review. I just finished the show. I'm going to be going over my high-level thoughts before doing a spoiler review later. So if you've not seen the show, this is the review that you'll want to see. I thought this was a good show. I think it's worth watching. I think it's definitely a step up from What If Season 3. I do have some problems with it, which I'll get into maybe more in spoilers. But overall, I thought it was solid. I would say the main character is probably Miss Marvel with some other characters, which I thought was a little bit weird. I think I understand why they did it, but it was good to see Shang-Chi get a lot of screen time in this because he's kind of been shafted since this movie. And overall, I thought it was pretty strong. Only 4 episodes, but they definitely were all over 30 minutes, I believe. So really, we got like 2 hours in totality. They probably could have made this into like just one event, just like a Marvel Zombies drop. And I think maybe that would have been a little bit better. But I think overall a quality project. I think this is the kind of projects. These are the kind of Disney Plus shows that I want. I think these are way more productive. They're cheaper. There's way less risk involved than making these live action shows. And overall, the huge diehard fans like myself will watch these shows without affecting the main MCU plotline and enjoy them and get all of these kind of side comic book stories that we like. And then the people who are casual fans can just kind of see the main movies and not have to worry about missing anything. So I don't know why Marvel just doesn't do this. And then this is just so incredibly cheaper, obviously, to make these. And not only is it cheaper to make the animated stuff, but it's so much... you're able to do things. Like, obviously, this entire show we would not be getting in live action, obviously. Getting these actors, the real actors, to do voice lines is really easy. They can record these lines a lot of times from their own homes or just go to a studio to do them. They can do them in sweatpants. And honestly, it's a nice little bonus for them because they're able to earn some additional money basically for like 1 day's work, maybe 2 days' work if they have to go back. I did think the plot lines, the sets were good overall. I won't spoil it, I did have not a problem with the overall villain, but just... well, I guess we kind of know that Wanda is the overall villain, and just kind of the way they've treated her. They've just kind of doubled and tripled down with her being the villain in Doctor Strange 2, obviously, but then they did it again. First of all, they did it in WandaVision, and then they did it in Doctor Strange 2, and then they did it again in these zombie shows. So it just seems like they're really, really going hard in the paint with her being a villain. And we're not even really sure she's going to be back in the MCU, so maybe that's why they're not so concerned with it. But not confusing, but a little bit surprising that they're just going so all in with someone who was a mainline Avenger for so long. There were some characters that I was happy to see. There were some characters that I wish we see that we didn't, that I wish we saw that we didn't see. But overall, I thought this was solid. I don't think the 4 episodes was too short. I think they did everything. Maybe it could have been longer, but I think, the zombie stuff gets repetitive after a while. I guess my last critique before I do my spoiler review is just, the one thing about this show and about these kind of what if, or this kind of whole what if universe is, while it's really cool to see a lot of these storylines and plot lines, it's just kind of chaos at all times. I wish I enjoyed the newer Spider-Man show, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which has more of like a through-line plot. And I think Marvel should invest more in shows that have like a through-line plot, animated shows, because this show is just really like chaos and randomness at all times. There's not really like anything to latch onto, any storyline to latch onto. It's just kind of like content, but it's really good. So that's my non-spoiler review. I would definitely give this a watch if you're a fan of Marvel, of the MCU. Also, this is TVMA. This is very, very, I don't want to say adult in terms, they do say a few curse words here and there, nothing major, but in terms of like the blood and the gore, they definitely like kill people in graphic ways. This is very, like, as close as Marvel's going to get to Invincible. So if you like Invincible too, I would check this out. Thanks guys for watching. I'm going to do my spoiler review now, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.